Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Donald of Zephyr Wargames. I'm here with Joe. He's going to be bringing you a deck profile of
Ancient Gears.
And yeah, over to you, Joe.
Right, to start off the monsters, I play one Reactor Dragon, which already sounds really odd. But I needed to make room for new Ancient Gear targets for new cards to make this deck more consistent. So I had to drop Reactor Dragon down to 1. But at 1 is still absolutely amazing. Being able to just attack, pop your cards, do more special summons, is just too good not to 1. So I still play at 1 and it's been doing very well so far. The 1 golem for the ultimate golem target, as well as just being a nice 3k beat stick that just stuns your opponent. The amount of times I'm about to summon a golem, they're just like, oh, I just need to get over this thing. So they waste their cards to just get over it. And then I play 2 Gadgeton Dragons. Now this is what I had to make room by dropping Reactor down. I wanted to make this deck more consistent, and thus I need to make the speed faster, which is the only problem this deck has, is just speed. Getting into your cards, getting to your combo pieces. So actually I thought of trading, just because the deck has a lot of level 8s. So I put Reactor Gadgeton in over Golem because he's special summonable, same effect as Golem other than piercing, and it's a nice 3k beat stick to summon off Reactor combos. So 2 has been doing extremely well and is really consistent and just helps the consistency a lot. Next we have the triple Wyvern, Stratos off the deck. The only problem is that you can't set after you activate it, but you can set first and then go off. You have to play at 3, as well as Hunting Hound. It's your fusion play, is your cowboy for game, just does everything in the deck for you, and it's just absolutely amazing. Only problem, he's level 3. If he was a level 4, it'd just be absolutely more busted. Then we have 2 box, is your deck thinning of the deck. When he's added to your hand, you can search a Ancient Gear 500 points or less. So naturally we'll summon, get our Gadget. Gadget stuns your opponent, locks them out of using certain cards, and all around gives your Reactor and your Gadgeton extra effects depending on what name he has. And then we have Summoner Monk and Max C to run up the monsters. Now the reason I got into Summoner Monk is because after playtesting at one of our locals, I found that the gadgets were dead. They were absolutely dead in my opinion. I kept dead drawing them, I kept having them in my hand. Nothing to do other than setting them, hopefully they don't get banished or something. And so I wanted to take those out, and I've been playtesting with different engines, different ways to make the deck consistent, that the gadgets provided, but not having the restrictions of the gadgets. So I found Summoner Monk to be a much better option, is because you have more chances of having spells in your hand to dump than monsters in your hand to summon from a gadget. And he still gets your Wyvern, still gets into your rank 4 plays, mostly quick cook, and can let you go off. So I put Monk in, and so far Monk's been doing absolutely amazingly well and is a good replacement for the gadgets. Obviously it's personal preference. If you want to play the gadgets, play the gadgets. There's some nice plays you can do, but for me personally I think Monk's just a lot better option. Spells, Triple Gear Town, you have to play it. It's the best spell in the deck other than Catapult, which pops your Gear Town and gets you pluses, gets you monsters, and gets you nice little OTKs, and helps get your Golem out your deck, so which is really good. And then I play Triple Ancient Gear Fortress. Now this is one that's very personal. I've seen people drop it down to 2, I've seen people playing at 1. I personally think 3 is needed. It's still special summons from your graveyard as well as your hand, so you can swarm the build. But it gives your monsters immunity. It basically makes all your monsters a Magi Spectre, you could say. Just making your play safe to go off, and basically you can just go for games. So that's why I play 3 Fortress. I just want to see it in my opening hands along with everything else. Then I played 3 Terraformers, so I want to get into Gear Town as soon as possible, as well as some side deck options I have. Makes terraforming more important. 3 trade-ins. Now you may think this is absolutely insane considering I only have 3 level 8s in the deck, and I play 3 trade-ins. But the reasoning behind this, and that's actually been doing, proving very well, I want to see trading as soon as possible, but I can search the level 8 when I need to. So also it's just a target for monk as well. But I want to open with this and I want to search this, and that has actually been doing quite well. So I play free trading just to make my deck as fast and speedy as possible. Even though I only have 3 level 8s, but all those level 8s are searchable. And then they also can be special summon from the graveyard, so it's not like I'm just searching something just to dump it or trade it. I'm actually prepping the graveyard as well for extra special summon plays. And I play the one tech of a fusion recycling plant. This is actually something I'm smashing into most fusion decks at the moment, just because the amount of resources you go through, even though they're replenishable later on, is still enough to warrant like losses of hand, advantage, and that kind of thing. So I take in the one fusion recycling plant to get back those resources I've had to use to make my big beat sticks. The most one I bring back is Hunting Hound and Wyvern, which is amazing to replenish back at the end of your turn. So I've taken the one fusion recycling plant. You can also take in a polymerization if you want, just to get some extra use out of it. You can search and just do some plays if you don't open a Hunting Hound. But at the moment I only just play the plant. I play one Forged Barrel of Goods. I used to have this at 2, but 2 was being too much of a dead draw, because once I've gone through one catapult, the game kind of just like goes on its own. I just played the one Goods as kind of like the 4th catapult, but I think 5 catapults was a bit too much in my opinion. Play 2 Twin Drishers just to get rid of the summon negation traps that I don't want to be dealing with. Things like Warning and Strike and that kind of thing. Things that Fortress can't protect you from and your Ancient Gears can't avoid. So that's the reason I play 2 Twin Twisters. And I also play the 1 Overload Fusion. I found 2 a bit too much after a while. I might drop it back up to 2. I'm not too sure, but at the moment 1 Overload seems to be doing very well. Once you've gone into 1 Fortress, you kind of just like go for a game anyway. Then for the traps, I play 1 Reborn. Reborn's really nice as a one-off. If you're going for a budget builder, you can bump this up to 2. But for me, 1 is just absolutely amazing. It helped quite well today. Being able to get back my Reactor Dragon, just going off, keeping my board presence. And then I played 2 Grizel Prisons, and the reason this was is because I can't afford strike, but I want to lock my opponents out, so they can't do anything on their turns while I can just go off with all of my nice beat stick summons. And the reasoning I want to also try this out is because our best target fusion is Howitzer. Now Howitzer has built-in protections as it is, so there's no way that they're going to be able to get this off the board and making this lose timing. So you can just summon your Howitzer, burn them their turn. As soon as they do something, you just go Grizel Prison. You can't now do any Exceed summon plays or synchro plays for the rest of the game. So, or their turn and the next turn. So it's a really nice tech. I didn't actually get it off today at our locals, but in testing it's been doing quite nicely. So that's Grizel Prison. That's the main deck. Extra deck, Triple Howitzer, it's your go-to fusion, it's the one that gets you going, burns them, just all nice little plays. The 1 Ultimate Gear Golem is the target, one of your biggest beat sticks in the extra deck, as well as a nice little safe go-to big boss monster if you don't want to go into Chaos Giant. You can just make Ultimate Golem, do some nice little piercing, and when it leaves the field you get your Golem back, so it replaces itself. 2 Chaos Giants, you only need 2, you're only going to go into 2 at most. If you're going to 3, clearly Chaos Giant's not working for you. I just play 2. And then for the XCs, Utopia package, your Zodiac package. The reason for the Zodiac package is because it's a nice little rank 4 engine to go into to pop your spells to help you go off. And so I had a dry link, so I pulled one, so I thought I'll check how much ball is, and it was only like 11 quid at the time, so I thought I'll get one. Play the engine, it's been doing quite nicely. Your Big Star Cook pops all your spells. Iron Wolf to go for game, basically, new cowboy for the deck. Gigan X searches all your machines. I play Dark Rebellion just to help get over problematic big boss monsters that your stuff can't get over. If you can't go into Chaos Giant, Dark Rebellion is a nice little tech. And the new card of the set, Tornado Dragon, same reasoning for Dryden and Crit Cook, just to pop your spells, get your plays going, get your special summons off, as well as popping opponent's back row that you fear is going to stop you. And that's the deck. Other options for mostly just side decks I just want to mention is Set Rotation is a really nice little card that you can play in both the main and the side. If you feel like your locals has a lot of field spell main deck, so you just want to put a hold on, Set Rotation is a really nice card to pick up. As well as a good side deck card is Necro Valley that I just want to mention. Don't feel afraid to play in your side deck, it's actually really good. And we can play around it with Ancient Gears because we can just summon from the deck our big boss monsters while they're locked out of using their plays from the graveyard. So it's just a nice little thing, as well as Rivalry Warders and Joes and Matches, just amazing side deck cards for this deck. And it's all of these cards that make Ancient Gears what they are, and I think can help them go into the format and metas as they go. Especially in the next one, Blink format, and it's just a really nice deck that I advise everyone picks up if they want to try very well.
Alright, so that was deck 3 of what, 4?
5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
2 more to go.
We've got 2 more to go. So this is part 3, so check out part 1 and 2 where Joe has covered Predator Plants and Zark. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and as always guys, happy dueling!
If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.